folks, welcome to another Marketing Technology Minute. It is now 2013 and we're here live.
Hey man, I'm excited for 2013, the year of integrated digital marketing, folks.
I'm so glad you said that, Chris, because we've been talking about integrated digital marketing quite a bit lately.
Yes,
and we're just going to keep on riding that train here early into 2013.
Let's do it.
So last week you were writing a blog about SEO versus TDO.
Yes.
I've heard the terms, kind of here and there. So can you elaborate on what you got, what you're writing about?
For sure. I'm really excited about this one. So traditionally, we as marketers have referred to SEO, or search engine optimization, as a means to help consumers find what they want as a means of needs discovery.
Yep.
I'm arguing that because technology has become advanced and there's resulting from that been kind of a fragmentation in how people find information,
Yep.
we need to instead call it targeted discovery optimization.
All right, I've heard of targeted discovery, the digital technologies and the proliferation of mobile applications and stuff to target, find what you want. Targeted discovery makes sense.
Find what you want in a targeted way.
Mm-hmm. But can you elaborate a little bit on the optimization side of it?
Sure. So basically, when you think about this, you have to think about the biggest trend going on here, folks, is that what's happened, Spence, is with the internet, social, and mobile, the consumer has now become empowered.
Yeah.
It used to be the producer, the businesses, the advertisers, marketers, telling the consumer what they want, and now the tables have been turned.
Yep.
And as such, targeted discovery optimization is a sea change in intent, focusing on the intent of the consumer rather than SEO, which was a process driven by the producer.
For sure.
So I think it's kind of a semantic change that's important. Mm-hmm. But more than that, it's a reflection of what's really happening out there. So let me briefly explain what I mean. Right now, it used to be you had one way to get what you wanted digitally. You get on the Google superhighway.
Yep.
Maybe you get on the Bing,
Sure, Yahoo, Lycos,
highway,
all of them. Yeah.
Or the Yahoo highway, or the AOL off-ramp, or whatever. But
yeah.
But the bigger point is, you get one way to find out what's going on. Mm-hmm. And now, it's really proliferated into a lot of different options for users, really with the advent of mobile.
Yep.
And social, for that matter. So you've got social search, you've got internal social search within social sites like Facebook and Twitter, especially Facebook and G+.
Mobile applications.
Mm-hmm. You've got specific use mobile applications.
Of course.
Like Yelp and Foursquare. Mm-hmm. And you've got two other more maybe insidious types of targeted discovery that are helped by big data. Which is predictive recommendations, which are basically just recommendations tailored to you based on your previous browsing history.
Yep.
And then you've also got, kind of similar to that, you've got ad retargeting. So the point here, folks, is with all of these different options for the consumer to find what they want, to get that needs discovery, sometimes even before they know they want it.
Yeah.
SEO is kind of an inadequate term.
For sure.
It kind of answers one element of how we search. When I'm on my PC, I still search. I still go to Google for Google search. But when I'm walking down the street and I've got my, little smartphone, and I'm looking for a beer, maybe I'm looking for a pizza.
Sure.
I'm going to whip that out, and I'm going to maybe go on Foursquare, check out if there's a deal. I'm going to go to Google, see if there's a Facebook check-in, see if I can get a special deal maybe, see if a buddy recommended a place.
You're not necessarily going straight to Google.
Yeah, because I don't want to sit. I don't want to sit there and type in 20 things on my little phone because I have big fingers, and then I don't want to talk into the Siri if I've got an iOS, or into Google Voice, because it doesn't work half the time. What I want is what I want when I want it. And that's the mantra of the targeted discovery environment.
So based upon, I know you were saying, targeted discovery optimization, you were saying fragmented. Search engine optimization seemed like it was so straightforward, and people knew how to plug in. Whether you were going to go to the front or not, people knew how to plug in.
As businesses.
I'm talking on the business side, not the consumer side. So now, businesses, they're going to be able to plug into this targeted discovery optimization.
Yeah.
But since it's so fragmented, how are they going to go about doing that? Why are they going to go about
That's
doing
a great
that?
point, because, in the old days, if you had some really sharp tech guys or gals and they knew how to do all the link building and the technical stuff.
Some black hat SEO. Sure.
And even some white hat SEO, but some technical SEO. It was process driven is the point.
Yeah.
And now, with the Google algorithm change favoring fresh and original content, everybody's into content marketing, and then at the same time all these other trends that we've been talking about, you've really got a situation where SEO suddenly isn't enough for businesses, but it's a daunting situation, because now you have this utter fragmentation. How can a small business, let alone a big business, reach all of these different channels efficiently and effectively? That's the fear. That's the question I think you're asking.
That is exactly what I'm going for.
And the answer I would give is you have to change your way of thinking.
Okay.
So it's a benefit. So targeted discovery benefits the end user in that they can get what they want in a more targeted manner. And it also can benefit the small business, because though you can broadcast on fewer channels because your resources limit you, there are ways to more efficiently get at your target audience.
Right.
So now more than ever is the importance of really clearly, granularly defining your target audience. And then looking at all of your options and asking, how can I most efficiently find them? Maybe it's writing an ebook to solve a problem.
Sure.
And then optimizing it with a Facebook sponsored story that targets a specific demographic. I mean, that's one example.
Excellent idea, for sure.
So, and there are many examples, but I think, in a nutshell, I think targeted discovery optimization favors small business because there are just more avenues to get at the consumer.
So what is the more avenues, to get at the consumer? What is the number one bottom line for small businesses to get into the targeted discovery?
I think the number one bottom line to understand about targeted discovery is to know yourself and know your audience. So, what you really need to do is you need to focus on understanding your business goals, first of all, and then creating a brand message that reflects these goals, creating content that supports that business messaging, promoting it on social media, and of course the getting found part, finding the right, once you've really defined that target audience, finding the right channels to get found and to connect with them more efficiently.
To reach the target audience, for sure.
So that's really the bottom line. And what's exciting about that, I think, is through going through that whole process, you're developing a closer relationship with your target audience than ever before, because you have to.
Yep.
You have to do more homework. You have to get them better. You have to connect with them on a more granular level. I've said granular twice today. I apologize for that. So, I mean, I think, and that's the exciting thing. So what that is, what's the bottom line? That produces smarter marketing, greater connections. It creates an environment where small businesses and any business can more easily form connections that matter.
Bingo.
That's the bottom line.
There it is.
Yeah. That's all I got, man.
All right. Well, hey, that's been another Marketing Technology Minute. Thanks for joining us in 2013. Hope to be a good year.
Yeah, and for everybody who wants to hear more information about integrated digital marketing, we invite you to the Lido deck, where we'll be having cocktails later today. Thanks so much.